Okay guys, so we're going to deploy a website using WordPress Alpha with Cloudways. Okay, so I'll just copy the domain name here. Now notice that I'm in Namecheap and I've gone over to the advanced DNS and there's no records here right now. Okay, we're going to add a new record once we have done the first step of this. Okay, so let's go and do that and we will come over into WordPress Alpha. Now what I want to do is go over to where it says sites and click on create a site, and I'm going to choose Cloudways, and you can see I've already got some servers up here with Cloudways, so I'm going to create a new server so you can see the process from start to finish. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put in here a label. I'm going to call this one Cloudways Hub Funnels. Okay, just give it a name that you can remember. Okay, so Hub Funnels is going to be a template that we're building for SEO and for marketing, and the location you can choose from multiple geographic areas here. I'll choose New York. Okay, so instance type, what I find is if you do a 2 GB, you can put several domains in there. Okay, and they can still be very fast. Okay, so about 9 or 10 websites you can put in there. If you got one of the websites growing and getting more traffic, then you might want to increase that, but for now you can easily do comfortably 10 websites. Okay, so I'll click on submit in here, and now we're going to choose a template. Now if you're using the blog template, choose the latest one. I keep these as a backup in here. Okay, so choose the latest one, and if you want to do a small business template where it's got 55 local themes, you can choose this one here. Okay, so that's got themes for multiple different niches like chiropractors, dentists, car repairs, real estate, etc. I'm not going to do that with this one. I'll do a separate video on that one later. I'll choose this template, it's the latest one, click on use template. Okay, so now what we want to do is put a domain name in here. We don't need the www and we don't need the HTTPS. Okay, so we can just put this in here and give it a name. Okay, so we've got Hub Funnels. Just capitalize that to make it look nicer. Okay, now we click on submit, and this part is going to take about 10 minutes. Okay, it will take about 10 minutes. What it's doing, it's deploying the server with Cloudways API, and then it's installing WordPress, what they call an application inside Cloudways. In this case, it's a WordPress installation, and then what it's doing, it's going to put the template, the optimized WordPress Alpha template on top of that with the pre-configured plugins, the settings done, the theme settings done, the design done, the marketing elements done, and it's optimized for speed. Now there's still a few things to do after that, but not that much, and by the end of this process you have a website more or less ready to start adding content. It saves you a lot of time setting up one of these sites if you want to set it up properly with a lot of detail in it for the site speed, for the search engine optimization, for various aspects of marketing elements as well. Okay, so I will come back when this is done. Okay, so that took about 10 minutes, and what we can do now is we can click under the name column here, and you can see the name that I gave this particular website, and I'll click on this, and you can see now that we've got the target, and that is what we're going to copy, and then we're going to go over into Namecheap under the advanced DNS settings, click on add a new record, and this time, different from when we're using DigitalOcean, with Cloudways we're going to use CNAME record. Okay, so we'll choose a CNAME record. We're going to put in here @ for the host, and the value we're going to paste in what we just copied, and then we're going to check the green check mark here. Okay, now that is saved, and so what we need to do is give it time to propagate, so I will come back again when that has been done. And actually while we're here, let's just go over into Cloudways, and I'll just check on the servers. I'm just going to refresh this, and you can see that we have got the Hub Funnels Cloudways server. Okay, let's go and check the applications, and I'll give this a refresh as well. Okay, we have here hub funnels. Now what we can do is we can just open this up, and up here where it says apps, okay, we're going to click on that. I'm just going to give it a name. And I'll save that. Okay, and we can see that everything has been added correctly here. The URL, everything is correct here. Now if I go to open this, I'll just click on proceed, and I will click on go to WordPress Alpha. You can see the template is here now. So what we can do is come back over to WordPress Alpha. You can see the propagation of the SSL certificate has not been done yet, but what we can do is we can come back over here into WordPress Alpha dashboard under the sites for the website that you have just deployed, and click on check DNS. Okay, now that is going to basically check the DNS, and also I believe this stage is adding the SSL certificate. Okay, so we need to give this some time. Now I've seen some delays in this part for a few hours sometimes. I'm not quite sure why it is. I've asked my developer to look into that to try and find out, but it does appear the SSL will appear. It will be HTTPS and with the little padlock at some point. Okay, so that's how we can deploy websites on Cloudways. Hey guys, just adding an extra bit onto this video. First of all, with the SSL, you might not see it appear straight away because of browser cache. What I did is I checked from my mobile phone, and I was able to see that the SSL was installed. Now when I first installed this website and I went into the WP admin, I tried to update the plugins. It's one of the first things that you really need to do with these templates is update the plugins as soon as you've got it installed. But when I tried to update it, I got all red errors. Okay, so I contacted my developer and I said, like, what's going on here? And he said to me that once the SSL appears, then give it 5 minutes and then go and update your plugins, and they will update properly after that. Okay, it's something about the file permissions that is done at that stage when we did the check DNS. Okay, so all of that was happening at that time. So if you see a lot of red errors when you're trying to update the plugins, don't panic. Okay, just give it 5 minutes, but go and check the SSL from your mobile phone after you've installed your site with the desktop from your computer. Okay, and once it appears, then you can log in. Look, you can see even here it's still saying not secure. It's because of my browser cache here, but it is on SSL from the mobile. Okay, so I was able to go and update a plugin that needed updated here, and it worked perfectly fine. Now, final thing is that if you want to make money, okay, with WordPress Alpha, here's how to do it. It's working for me right now quite well. Okay, first of all, people are searching for web hosting. Okay, and when people start to search for information about specific web hosting like Cloudways, for example, then you know that they're quite far down in their journey, and they are just looking for things like reviews, and maybe even looking for bonuses at that point. Okay, if somebody's offering a bonus with their affiliate link. Now what you could do, if you've got a 50 site license of WordPress Alpha, you can easily give away some credits to people who purchase Cloudways from your link. Okay, and that can give you recurring commission every single month. And don't forget that people do not change their hosting very often once they got their websites up. Okay, I don't know what the average is, but I know for myself, I don't really change hosting very often. Maybe once every couple of years I will, check out some different hosting, etc. So that's good recurring income that you can get from Cloudways just by giving away a WordPress Alpha site that literally takes 5 or 6 minutes to set up. In the total work involved, there's nothing really difficult to do here. And if you have a look on places like Upwork and Fiverr.com, you will see that these people who are selling sites that are optimized and set up, well, they're charging hundreds of dollars. Okay, so you can offer pre-configured sites, search engine optimized, okay, marketing optimized, you've got all those pop-ups and stuff like that. You've got some subtle things for marketing built in as well that you might or might not even notice, and also for the site speed as well. So if somebody's searching for Cloudways information, like Cloudways reviews, Cloudways worth it, those kind of keyword terms, and you're there either with search engine optimization, or even if you're doing some YouTube ads, for example, then this is a really powerful way that you can start to get on that recurring income ladder, and you can start to earn passive income every single month. Okay, and all you have to do is say to just offer a WordPress Alpha fully configured site if they purchase from your link, and tell them you will set it up for them. And that's a great way for you to get on to get recurring income, and it's easy for you to do. It's just a few minutes work on your behalf, okay, and you can get paid for years just by doing that. Just a thought there. And if anybody wants to know more about that, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will do a separate training on that aspect of monetizing WordPress Alpha. I've got 5 different ways that you can monetize WordPress Alpha, okay.